तो दाखवावं लागणार.
स्क्रीन शेअरिंग चेक करतो कंप्लीट स्क्रीन शेअर त्याच्यावरच आहे मध्ये झूम करू पेट्रोल
तिथे कोड नसेल. त्यावर बघता सुरू करतो about experiments with Object Oriented Javascript. So we will see what we have done with Object Oriented Javascript in SocialAds, the presentation you just saw in previous session. So the traditional way of writing, I'm talking with Joomla component development in my mind, and with related to Joomla component development, I'm talking about how we were writing JavaScript earlier and how we are trying to write it as of now. Fine. So traditionally, so question is, let's say you have built a list view and now you want to add a pop-up before you want to delete some records. So where do you write JavaScript for that? That's question to you. So maybe you write JavaScript in that layout file for that particular view. Let's say now that's just a simple JavaScript. Let's say your view is about dashboard or implementing dashboard, where you need to get some data from making some Ajax call, then you need to show it using some graph library, and there are tons of other JavaScript function that you need to write to show HTML for particular view, and you try to write that all HTML inside that particular view's layout file. So what we are trying to do in SocialAds is we have tried to remove all the inline JS from the corresponding views and have tried to move it into a separate JavaScript file, and that JavaScript file basically contains one JavaScript object, and inside that object there are different child objects which are view specific, and then those objects contain the methods or the JavaScript functions. So I will just can you move to previous two slides? So so this is traditionally how we write JavaScript. The text might not be visible to you, but this is how we used to write JavaScript inside default.php or whatever layout.php, and this is how we are writing it using object-oriented notations. So earlier what we do is we go to layout file, insert that script tag, and whatever JavaScript we want to write, the 10 or 100 lines of JavaScript, we put that code in default.php. But the main advantage of using so what are the reasons that we try to shift to the new method of writing JavaScript code? So first thing was again earlier I talked about the clean code blocks or clean separated logical blocks of code. So same happens with when you are writing HTML, you need some JavaScript to interact with the elements on the page or to get new data. So your HTML and JavaScript code, as the complexity of your views go on increasing, the JavaScript code needed go on increasing. So many times it happens that you want to use same JavaScript functions on two different views, but since you don't have a common JavaScript file between those two views, you try to duplicate the code inside two different views. So the main advantage was like the clean separation between your HTML code and your JavaScript code. Then you can have reusable common functions across views moved inside single JavaScript file. Then since the all JavaScript code is inside single file, you can easily compress and optimize your JavaScript code so that the page load time taken by your web page is reduced. Then also, since that is covered. So basically when you write all JavaScript inside your default.php, since browser waits for, the DOM size increases as you keep on adding all the code inside HTML elements. So if you move those code pieces into the separate JavaScript files, so the DOM size will certainly reduce. So that is the use of JavaScript based object-based JavaScript code. So we'll quickly take a look at how the older example of JavaScript and the newer example. So this is a view for SocialAds backend dashboard, where in the dashboard.php, which is a layout file, we have written code uh, like this in your so this code is written inside a PHP variable. It is assigned to a PHP variable, and then you are doing document.add script declaration. You are adding it to the head tag using Joomla's APIs. Again, if you have any more JavaScript code that you write using this notation, like you include script tag, then you write some code, JavaScript code, and you keep on doing this for all the views, all the layouts that you need. With object oriented JavaScript notation, what you can do is you can move all code into single file. You can declare a variable. Let's say I want to have separation between front-end JavaScript and back-end JavaScript. So since this is social ads, so I have defined one variable called as SA, which means social ads. So SA admin and SA are two different variables for front-end and back-end. So SA admin is for back-end. So in SA admin, can you go to SA admin? Search. So var SA admin equal to, and then into curly brackets your JavaScript code. Move to dashboard. Then var SA admin equal to into brackets your view name, and inside that you are writing the functions. So the functions written here are quite having a slight different syntax. In normal JavaScript, what you write is function, then function name, and then brackets. In object oriented, you write function name first, then colon, then function if there are any arguments that you want to pass. That is how you write in object oriented notation. So now this is how you can write all your JavaScript code, and it gets easily manageable inside a single JavaScript file. Now all you have to do is include this JavaScript file in your layout file and just write one single line of JavaScript in your layout files. Can you go to the slides? So this is traditionally default.php मध्ये तुम्ही you write all this code inside script tag, and this is new style. You just all you have to do is include your JavaScript using document add script. Then you call it as saadmin.dashboard.function name. So it's like your variable name dot view name dot function name. So that is how, so your hundreds of lines of code are just converted into one line of code, and this is how your layout file will look. It will look much cleaner, easy to override, since your HTML code is somewhere, your JavaScript code is in some different file. Assuming we are not writing any inline CSS, so that will again make it just the HTML file with mix of PHP for the layout files. So that's about it. It's just different way of putting all your code. You call using some operator like arrow or bracket. So this is how you call using dot operator, which is sadmin dot uname dot function name. So I think app team must be using this kind of notations and this kind of JS, but Again, I'm not sure if anyone from websites team or products team was aware of this or is using this in any of our products. So in jail life, yeah, but I believe that code was there because let's not talk about it. But we bought that extension from some foreign company, and that was the earlier code that the original developers were using. So again, yeah, Raka hai na. So then we should try implementing this kind of JavaScript everywhere. And so that's about it. We're trying to do same thing with. We just tried from I think this week only. So we are trying to implement similar code in Xstep project. I hope many projects and products adapt to this style so that we can move on to next level where we want to compress all the JavaScript that we are rendering to load the page. Thank you.
Questions?